Hi, I'm here to tell you that I'm a gamer, and I'm an addict. No, I'm not an addict, but I am a gamer, and I wanted to bring you a little diary of a gamer. I wanted to kind of talk about one facet of my gaming, and one incident that happened within the facet of my gaming. I love to play MMORPGs, which is massively multiplayer online role-playing game. You pretend you're some other character in a digital world with a whole bunch of other people who are online as well. I played a lot, but one that I played the most is World of Warcraft. I'm sure a lot of people, like people who aren't even gamers, have heard of it. It's a pretty big thing. But I played for a while, and I wanted to tell you the story of how I met my husband in World of Warcraft. So, just for the record, my parents thought it was weird at first, but, you know, I'm sure a lot of parents would. So, let's see. I can tell you, alright, I play something called a rogue, which is a character that uses daggers to fight. And my character's name was Iceflow, and I joined a guild, which is like a group of players who decide to, you know, do different things as a group. So they joined something called a guild, and I found out like there was some guy in the guild. I started talking to him, and lo and behold, I found out one, he was black. And I gotta tell you, there's not many black people playing MMOs. It's just not there. I don't know why, but it's hard to find. So it was cool. And then I found out he went to the same college that my dad went to, which is really cool because, you know, it's a small freaking world. So we were talking during each other's company. I was like, oh, cool. This guy's kind of cool. So then I would talk to him off and on. You know, just a regular guildy, nothing, you know, extravagant. And then one day we had a good conversation, and I think he asked me if I wanted to take it offline. So we started G-chatting, and we just grew to like each other, and I couldn't believe it. And I had just gotten out of a bad relationship, so, you know, I was kind of trying to put the brakes on, but he overcame me because he's so amazing. And I remember our first phone call, you know, and I was nervous, he was nervous, but the World of Warcraft managed to bring us together. We shared the same interests, we both liked the game, and that kind of was awesome. And so eventually we started dating, and he was not in the same place I was. He was in Nebraska and I was in Kentucky, so we used to have dates on World of Warcraft. When we just wanted to chill out and talk on the game, we would fly to this place called Nagrand. It had floating islands, and waterfalls would float off the islands. It was nice and peaceful and pretty, and we would just sit there and talk. And then, you know, as every couple, we would have little arguments. We would go to this not so pretty place, this stormy place called Netherstorm. And there were also floating islands, but we would sit there, and that was when we were having our bad times. I think it was so funny, the places we chose kind of reflected our moods. So he actually managed to get a job in Louisville eventually, and, you know, I'm so glad the World of Warcraft brought us together. And then we were dating for a while. I knew he was going to propose. I knew it. I mean, I'm just psychic like that. But I knew he was going to propose, so what happened? But it didn't happen like I thought it would. We were going to see Mamma Mia like a couple of weeks ahead, so I thought that he was going to do it that night. But this was Halloween night, and we were set to do a raid with our guild. Raid is kind of like you go with your guild and you fight monsters and you get loot and you have fun and all that. So it was time for the raid, and I was trying to hurry up and get stuff done, and they sent me a summons, basically summons the person to where everybody else is. And I said, no, wait, I just had to finish this one thing. And he was like, no, accept it. I was like, no. And another thing that was odd that I should have noticed, he had, okay, we use a voice chat client called Vent, or we did when this was going on. Well, then you talk to people, the other who are on Vent as well, like the people in our guild. And he had his speakers turned up, which was odd. And not only that, he was playing music, which was even more odd because he never did. And of course, I didn't pay attention to what song he was playing. So I'm sitting there, and he's telling me to take the summons, and I was like, fine, I'll take it. I'll finish whatever I have to do later after the raid. The raid was supposed to be somewhere, I can't remember. I remember the place, I can't remember the name. So, but when I accepted the summons, I got summoned to Nagrand, which is a place where we used to go to just to talk with the floating islands and the waterfalls. I was like, what? It was weird. And then I looked around, and there was Jay's character, and there's the characters of everybody else in the guild. I was like, what is everybody doing here? And then Jay's character walked up to my character, and he trades something. You can trade items. He trades with me, and it's an item called the Big Rock. It's a ring. I'm like, what? So I turn around, and then I see him on one knee holding a ring, asking me to marry him. I flip out. I smack him because he surprised me. I smacked him on his arm. I was like, you surprised me. And then I couldn't believe it. And of course I said yes. And then everybody on Vent, they were cheering, yay! And it was, and then I found out the song he was playing was called Spooky by the Classic Five. Classic Five, I think they're called. And it had a line in it called, and I proposed to you on Halloween. So that was pretty awesome. He proposed on Halloween. So that's the story of how he proposed to me using WoW as a vehicle, which was amazing and such a good idea because that's how we met. So why not intertwine it with how he proposed? So I just wanted to give that little, there are lots of other games I play, lots of other styles I play, and I'll be talking about those as well. But that's one of my favorite gaming stories that's not solely in the game. I love how it intertwines real life and gaming life. So I thought that was a good example to bring from my first Diary of a Gamer. And I just wanted to say, I guess I'll talk to you all later. Bye everybody.